and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
All right, check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the sexiest place to be every Friday night, right here live on iHeartRadio from 6:30 to 8:30. We have an incredible show planned. Quick shout out to our sponsors, Pizza Rica, Hideaway, and a Big Pickle. Got to give those guys a shout out. We also have an incredible show planned. I'm going to tell you right now, we do have in our studio, or actually online, we have Lisa and Brian. We're going to get healthy 6th Borough style. And in our studio, we have an incredible action star, a true live action star. When you guys see this guy, his name is Bruce Busta Soscia. He's absolutely incredible show planned for you. Our co-host in the building right now is Mag Chop Kenny, Denise Cassell. My name is Nico Capria. Next up, give it up for the one and only Joe Rubo. Take it away, Joe.
Welcome, everyone, to the 6th Borough, where every Friday we are live from Boca Raton. Welcome, everybody. So glad to be here.
I wait for that every Friday.
My throat's starting to give way. I'm getting too old for that stuff.
No.
Too much live.
Well,
Shut up.
You should stretch your throat out, Joe.
Shut up.
Idea. I should stretch. It's Friday night, sweetheart. You get stretching out anywhere in South Florida. It's going to be perfect. The best day ever.
Well, everyone, you are listening to the 6th Borough. Once again, since last week, we're back to serve up some really good belly laughs, some entertainment. Yeah, entertainment, and hear from some really interesting high-profile celebrities, like we just mentioned, Bruce Busta Soscia. He said it all in one breath. Bruce Busta Soscia. I said that really fast 10 times. We're super excited to have him, and this show is your show. We want you to be able to call in, and that number would be 888-994-4995, and that's Studio A.
Studio A. Please call us or comment, and I want to make an announcement.
But before you do that, this announcement, which I don't know.
Announcement.
Okay, well, hold on. It's a big announcement. Hold on. But if you want to be able to see the voice match the face, this is what I have to say. You can actually catch us live on our actual
Isn't
website.
It face match the voice?
What am I saying?
It's a little backwards.
Just let her go.
Okay.
Just let her go.
You don't get the point that it's going to, if you want to go ahead and match the face to the voice. That's right. Or voice to the face. Either way, you're here to you can watch us, because with our facial expressions and how we are finagling the show, it's something you can't miss out on. So you can actually see us on our website, which is www.powerupradiotv.com, or go to our YouTube channel, which is the Power Up Radio TV, the 6th Borough.
Yes.
And you can catch us on there. And, you can catch us also on the radio. So if you're at 95 and tuning in, we are following up the true oldie station, and we are carrying that theme into the rest of the 2 hours.
Yes, you have to follow the voice and match the voice to the face. Did I say that right?
Jeez.
I think so.
Well, I just want to tell everybody that I'm officially off the market. I'm engaged.
What?
You know something? They've been planning a lot of gay weddings, so I'm so congratulations. It's so 2023, Joe.
Hold on a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait, hold on a minute.
Did I get this right? Did you say you're officially engaged? You gave a ring?
I gave a ring.
You gave a ring?
Yeah.
Stop it. I don't believe
serious?
it.
What's tomorrow's date?
April Fool's.
Oh!
I knew it.
Bruce, I should have let it go a little longer.
You should have gone a little longer. I had questions.
I had her.
Ironically, you brought that up.
I had
Denise
her.
and
You crack on the questioning.
Denise and I were talking about how we're going to actually raffle you off as being a single male live in South Florida in beautiful Boca Raton. Only here, the 6th Borough, the one and only Joe Rubo. We're going to raffle you off.
Us each.
So finally, they're raffling you off and not me.
Dinner and a movie, kid. Well, you're an easy sell, Denise. You know what I mean?
Easy.
You know,
I'm a hard sell.
Dinner and a movie. At least I got him dinner and a movie, kid. You know?
Yeah. I'm not an easy sell. Well, anyway,
I'm a classic car sale.
There you go. Nice. You're vintage.
Very much so.
Polished vintage. Well, anyway, you know what? Yes, tomorrow is April Fool's Day.
Yes, I had to get you now. So I'm
You
not going to see
actually,
you tomorrow.
We really should find out when did April Fool's even start?
I'm surprised you didn't do that.
We're going to have to ask the backboard to go ahead and find out that information for us.
Yes, boys, get us some info on April Fool.
Where did it come from?
Where did it come from? Indeed. So that was really good, Joe. You pulled one up over on me.
That's not
You got
hard.
me.
That's not hard to do.
You know what? You should have stayed a little longer because I had questions. I was like,
I know. I should have let it go, but I didn't
I was
want
like,
no.
wait a minute,
I
I
didn't
gotta
want. I didn't want the comments to start and then somebody seeing it. And,
Congratulations, I wasn't invited to the wedding.
then I get
But
whacked.
Joe, if you were to get married again, well, how would you do it?
What if I what?
If you were to get married again, how would you do it?
Probably at gunpoint.
I don't. That's already happened.
This is the best. You either marry me, I swear to God, in my mother's eyes.
This
You
is why
love me,
it's
don't
called
you?
the 6th Borough, everyone that's listening,
you know,
because anything can happen in the borough.
Now I'm just my daughter's getting married, so we're concentrating on that. I don't want to take anything away from her.
No,
That's
of course,
right.
But I'm just saying, if you were going to get married, you could do a twofer. You know what I mean?
Nice
Two for
quiet
one.
wedding I would do.
You got me as the DJ. We're good. I'm going to be on the
That's
microphone
all.
all night. Don't
me,
do
you,
it.
and her, and
Don't
and
do it.
mixing.
Don't do it. Nothing lasts forever. Ladies and gentlemen, let me call upon
Hey,
the
they say the third time's a charm, right?
Yeah, right?
Okay, so we'll
exactly.
see.
There you go.
I would say you didn't learn after the first two.
He's a glut for punishment. Exactly.
Kenny, that's why me and you are friends. We think alike.
Hey, Joe, Thursday night's garbage, all right? There you go. That's for free for you, huh?
Oh, boy. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I deal with on a Friday night consistently.
So what
but
is it?
we have an answer. The very first
Uh-oh.
April Fool's Day originated in 1582. Go figure.
Wow, they were fools back then, huh?
Wow.
1852.
But where did it come from?
what?
Somebody just fooled a king or a jester?
They were dyslexic.
1852.
Yeah, they got nothing else to do.
I got to tell you, that's very interesting. I'm pretty floored by that. But anyway, I have to actually tell you that last week we had a great event that we went to.
Yes, it was fun.
It was a lot of fun, and it took place at the ranch out in out in Davie.
Uncle whose ranch? Bergeron.
Bunny Ranch.
Bergeron, yeah, Bergeron Ranch.
That
yeah.
brisket was like, oh my own.
Yeah, it was a very, very
We got a
interesting
caller.
event. We got a caller.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
Well,
I didn't know. My Tourette's went off. I didn't know.
it was someone
That's
beeper.
FPL.
I didn't even know. I was like, somebody's calling me. This is
Florida
some
Power
Ewoks
and Light. They're looking
nonsense.
for the bill to be paid.
That's a secret question.
Oh, is that what the ding dong? What was the ding dong for?
Today's National Crayon Day.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Today
wow.
is
There it
National
is.
Crayon Day.
What a coincidence.
Yes. How many of you have eaten crayons? Come on, be honest.
I've eaten more than crayons, sweetheart.
School
I'll tell you
glue.
that secret.
The glue is
But
much better
nonetheless,
than
what was
crayons.
Glue?
Oh,
What about the glue? Who remembers the glue?
The glue.
In our day, that glue
The
tasted
paste,
good,
the
dude.
paste.
That paste, yeah, that white
Yeah,
paste.
that
It
was
tastes
the
like
good stuff.
some kind of, what do you call it? The winter green.
I didn't
Yes.
eat that.
Yes,
I
yes.
love
I used to
that.
put glue
I
on
eat
my
glue
hands
today.
and peel it off like skin.
I still eat glue.
I used to sniff
I
that
sniff
glue.
it. Yeah, boy, Joe.
Oh my goodness.
Sniff it.
I used to build the models back then. Remember all the models? That was the glue. Woo!
Models.
Oh,
I
yeah,
still
that was
love
mine.
models.
Yeah, bro, that got on your counter. My mother yelled at me. I got it on the dresser.
That's how I got
the
to know a
models.
lot about cars, putting those models together.
Well, honestly, boys and girls, there you have it. So now you know that it's
Lucky
National
flag.
Crayon Day. Now you know when April Fools came through, and you hear the commentary from my crew that's here. That's 6th Borough style, baby. It's just this is what happens.
Tell us about the event that we went
Yes,
to.
so about this event was for benefiting the
Boys and Girls Club.
Boys and Girls Club, that's right,
nice.
here in Broward. And it was an amazing event. There was about 1,000 people there. Yep, and it was, of course, true to the style. Oh, there's the glue image,
I
yes.
did that.
Kenny, they got a picture of you in your room?
Actual footage.
That was from earlier today.
He'll get another movie deal just from that picture. This guy. But Ken, I saw your hand. Now I want to make an album cover. What?
There was about 1,000 people there. And
I'll
You
cut
do
your
know
favorite
that
dress.
everyone in this room has ADD, just for the reference.
I have the H, though. I have the ADHD.
You have the H4 component. Yes, he does. Yeah, see if we can get some pictures of us here at this particular event. It was a ranch-style event. The food was great. They had a really great country singer that was there.
Chris Nichols.
Denise had a cowboy hat on.
And I had a cowboy hat on.
Joe,
If they
did
can
you
get
have
some
some
pictures
great
of that?
Technically, that's a
I didn't have no
cowgirl
cowboy hat on.
Cowgirl hat.
Cowgirl hat?
You got to say
Well,
that
a
nowadays.
cow person hat.
A cow person.
Okay, let's be
Well,
PC
listen,
here.
all I
We're on
know
the wrong
is
path
at,
already.
at this event, I mean, the money that was flowing in that event, those people
Yes.
had money.
Yeah.
They were, Kenny, they were raffling.
was
This
looking
guy
at the
was
bag.
draw a picture right there.
Yeah.
What was his name? The artist? Whatever his
Artist.
name was. He would draw a picture right there. He'd take 10, 15 minutes. He'd draw a picture, and they'd auction it off. $6,000, $7,000, $8,000.
All my super.
Listen, we need to get involved in
I
that.
know, we gotta
I got
get
some art I
you
got to
over
auction
there.
off.
Somebody donated $1 million while we were there.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Well,
there we go.
gosh.
There's
Yeah. That's the cowgirl.
there's the cowgirl. That was on the fly, right there on the moment.
That was fun night.
It was a very fun night. We do enjoy going and supporting. Of course, the 6th Borough loves to support any of the greatness that any of our servants are doing out there for our community as well as organizations. So we always want to highlight the opportunity that we've had to participate in anything like that. So if you out there have an event that you want us to support and attend, let us know. We'll be happy to do that. Go to our website and you can communicate with us and we'll see what we can do. And again, you can comment on Facebook. You love that.
Yeah, we list all of our charities we work with on our website too.
We do. Right? We do. And so I think it's time for us to move on to our guest of the evening for this next hour. Super excited to have him here. We have with us Bruce Buster Soscia, who is an actor, producer, entrepreneur, philanthropist, has been in 40 film products and many more, supports the American Cancer Society, which to me is very important, and is very interesting. He's been in some really great film projects. Some to mention, of course, we have with us a movie that he's been a cameo in with Liam Neeson, with Adrian Brody in the movie Clean. He's also been in a number of things, Gravesend as well, which we'll talk a little bit more about that. In Blacklist as well he's been on. There's so many different ones that we're just going to go over everything that he's been on. He's been in Doggone too. Not Doggone 2, but he's been in Doggone, which was nominated in an Emmy.
Doggone Part 2?
No,
as well. He's been in another movie called Doggone.
We love messing with you.
I'm telling you. Can somebody come to my defense, please? Yeah. Someone's going down. That's why we're playing the music in the background. So anyway, we proudly want to say we have Bruce. Welcome to the show. We are so excited that you're here with us. I've actually, I've been watching and following you, and I finally said, we got to have this guy on our show. And we had Willie DeMeo with us, who is founder, producer, and all that comes with Gravesend. And I saw you in there, and I started following, and thank you so much for being with us today.
So that was you following me. I thought it was the feds in my rear view. Thank you, Denise. Thank you for having me, all you guys. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here.
We want to know so much about you. So all the guests that we've had on here, very interesting stories. Tell us where you're from originally, and then we'll just get everyone up to speed and where you are today. So where are you from originally?
I actually grew up in a special place in New England. It's Providence, Rhode Island, the smallest state in the country. So I don't know if you even heard of it. Some people, when I say that, they go, oh, Long Island? And I go, no, it's a different place. It's called Rhode Island. But yeah, I'm from Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island, in between New York and Boston.
Okay. New York. So yes, Rhode Island is an actual state.
It is.
Yes, it is. It is a tiny one, one of the originals. Am I right, when I did a little bit of research, am I right that you were born on a military base?
In California, actually, yeah.
Are you a military brat?
I mean, I guess you could say it. I might be. Some people might just say I'm a brat, but my family, my parents were from Rhode Island, but mom and dad, high school sweethearts, the whole bit. Dad went to the Marines and was stationed in California. So when it was time for me to be born, he wanted me to be born with him, of course. So mom flew out, and so I have some strong military roots, I guess you could say. I first half of my childhood, I lived on military bases. Yeah.
Okay. And eventually landed up in Rhode Island.
Back to Rhode Island by age 5. So my whole schooling and childhood, I grew up in Rhode Island. Yes.
Well, I have to say that when I was reading more about your background, you've managed to be a little bit of a tough guy in the streets of Rhode Island. I mean, was it a tough neighborhood where you had to
Nah, I wouldn't say that. I was more of a sweeheart and a
very big sweetheart.
But yeah, I mean, growing up in Rhode Island, like I said, it's a special place. For a small place, you got a little bit of everything. A lot of melting pot, if you will. It's a lot of mixed demographics. I grew up in a very old school Italian family, old school Italian neighborhood, but we're not far from all the other areas. You can throw a rock 5 minutes in any direction and you'll be in a different neighborhood. So I pride myself on the fact that I get along with everyone, and I love everyone. I love God's children from wherever walk they're from. I think a lot of it had to go with how I grew up. We were all playing sports together, and everybody mixed together and got along. And I wouldn't say I was a tough guy, but I definitely knew that for me to survive, in the neighborhood, so to speak, you had to be tough. You had to have a little edge or survival skills, if you will.
So you actually played sports in high school? Did you say that?
I played sports a lot, not always in high school, but just in general. I grew up, Little League baseball and football and boxing, and I've always been a competitor. I've always considered myself an athlete. I probably wasn't the best student, so for me to say, yeah, I played high school sports, I didn't always play high school sports because I didn't always go to high school.
Okay.
But I always worked. I was always I come from a blue-collar background. I knew that if I wanted something in life, I had to go get it and make it happen myself. So at a very young age, I was a paper boy, a classic paper boy, if you will, with the BMX bike and the bag hanging over this.
The good old days.
Yeah, the good old days. You don't see that anymore. You don't even see kids riding bikes anymore. But in my days, that was my favorite thing to do when I was a kid, is jump on the bike and meet up with my buddies and ride around the neighborhood.
So I have a surprise question for everyone to answer.
Yes.
Okay. If you were to look at Bruce, now everyone, you have to understand, for those of you that cannot see Bruce right now, he is a very big, gentle giant. Okay. He's also sporting a little bicycle scooter thing because he injured his ankle. So we have to mention that we hope you heal quickly. But outside of that, if you were, any of you here were to guess, any of Nico, Kenny, and Joe, what he did or what he owns, what does he do? Any guests? Any guests? So what he does is an entrepreneur, right? So what does he do and what does he own? What would you say?
I would have thought construction business or something. Something that has to do where you're physically demanded.
Hamster farm. Look at him. Something it's obvious. Look at him. You seen his left eye. Something random. No joke. Go random.
A chop shop.
A chop shop.
Yeah, not going to say that on the air. We can't even say other things.
Head of a motorcycle gang.
If anybody needs some fenders for an 82 Buick, you could inbox me.
That's an entrepreneur. You're an entrepreneur if you own a chop shop.
Yes, you can. You can.
Hit me in the DM, shorty.
So, go ahead. Why don't you share? Because when I read this, I was like, wow, okay. What did you do? What do you own?
I think I know what you're referring to. So the first part of my adult life, I did a little bit of everything. A lot of blue collar stuff. Like I said, I have a Class A CDL. I drove tractor trailers and dump trucks. And ultimately, in my mid-20s, I decided to live one of my childhood dreams. I always loved going to the barbershop. So I opened my first barbershop. And the funny thing was, I was not a barber. I didn't know anything about being a barber. And I wanted a barbershop. And I was determined. And I went out and hustled and found 5 or 6 of the best barbers that I knew at different locations, and I got them to believe in my dream. And I put a really, cool contemporary barbershop together. It was Buster's GQ Barber Salon. So, yeah, so that's my nickname.
It's very great.
Everybody calls me Buster.
Dude, you can launder so many things.
Allegedly.
Allegedly launder.
Joe, I have to raise my voice so you didn't even hear me. No reaction. Joe, are you with us?
Turn that thing up on the side.
Turn the hearing aid up. We are dealing things out of his shop, Joe.
I definitely don't hear that.
There it is.
And look, I got to, that was a special moment for me when fast forward, I got into acting, and I got to play a barber on The Blacklist, famous TV show with James Spader. So, and that's Stacy Keach.
That's what I was going to say. That looks like Stacy Keach in there.
He was Red Reddington's mentor in The Blacklist TV show. So he came back on that episode as like a special guest appearance, and they did a heist together. And before they had to do the heist, he had to get cleaned up because he looked like in shambles. So they actually kind of recruited me. I was new in the acting business, and they knew that I was, the casting company knew that I was registered as a barber that was an actor, so it was just an anomaly. And they reached out to me from New York, and said, hey, can you come down to Chelsea Pierce Studio? We got a little gig for you. And I was pleasantly surprised when I got there. It was James Spader and Stacy Keach, and they were gentlemen, and it was, that was definitely...
was that your first role?
It wasn't my first role, but it was early on. I've been in the game probably about 5-6 years now. I'm 47. I started around 40, and it went from having a barbershop to having about 10 to 12 barbershops. I'm like a light switch. I'm an extremist. Whatever I do it with everything I got. So after 3 years of the barbershop business, I decided to open more and more and more, and I always used that platform to kind of spread my message to the younger kids of like, don't do drugs, stay in school, all the voices that I wish I heard when I was a kid. And I was kind of a knucklehead at times when I was a teenager, and I think I had a soft spot in my heart for kids that reminded me of me. So, in a cool barbershop setting, I was the barber with the tattoos and muscles and the bling and the cool cars and all that. So a lot of these younger kids would come in and they look up to me, and they, I could have said, go rob a bank, and they probably would have. But instead, I always made sure that I gave the message from my heart, to do the right thing. And in those sentimental moments, I tried to make sure that, and I feel, proud of a lot of success stories that I've had along the way of kids that I see them now, they're grown and they're doing well in life, but maybe they were one step away from not doing so well. So
that's great. Do you still have the barbershops? Or
I don't. So, fast forward up to the last 2 years I've been here with you guys in South Florida, because I was filming Gravesend 2 years ago and coming down to Florida and in Miami mostly and filming episodes, and I just fell in love. I'd always come down here like most Northeast folks as a vacation, maybe a weekend, a week here and there, but I never thought I would live in Florida until I filmed Gravesend. It became a joke on the set where I was saying every day, how do I not live here? Am I out of my mind? How do I not live here all the time?
That's usually how it goes, Bruce.
Yeah. And because I was here immersed for a substantial amount of time, it was like over a month or so that I was filming day in and day out, looking at the palm trees, feeling the weather, feeling the breeze, knowing that my family was freezing their butts off up north. I just made a decision. I started saying, I call it manifesting. I started saying on set, I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I'm going to live here. I'm going to live here. I'm going to live here. And I had all these years of these businesses that they were entrenched, in my, my family. I raised my kids with the barbershops and all that. And I just had to get to a point where I made a decision. I'm going to sell the barbershops, get out of the game, and I'm going to make a new life for myself in Florida and just keep pursuing the acting. And acting's not a big deal here in Florida. Unfortunately, the tax credits aren't that aggressive, so there's not a lot of filmmaking here. But outside of music videos and commercials, which those aren't really my bag. I'm more of a theatrical, dramatic, crime, suspense, drama, gangster movies, all that stuff. But they don't really have much here for that at all. So I didn't come for movies, but I did come for the palm trees. I came to live in the palm trees. That was my intention.
Same here.
I think we all did. We all came for the palm trees. For those of us that come from the cold weather, we know what that's all about. But, going into the other movies, just really coincidentally, though, we just want to really quickly, could you touch upon how you even got into your first gig? Like, how did that even open the door for you?
The funny thing is, it was never, ever a dream of mine. I'm not one of those people that, my whole life I want to be an actor, I want to be in movies. I never thought of it. I love watching movies like anybody else, but I, like I said, get into my late 30s. I had already owned barbershops for, almost 20 years at that point. My kids were grown. I wanted something new out of life. I wasn't feeling challenged anymore. And I call it a midlife crisis, if you will. But I got to a point where I wanted to try something new. Again, movies was not on the list. I was running nightclubs. I was doing a few different things outside of my businesses. And ultimately, Mark Wahlberg's people were looking for New England tough guys. The criteria was beards and muscles and tattoos and intimidating, imposing looks. I don't know why people were tagging me in this thing on Facebook. I'm actually a little offended.
Well, if I may, I just mentioned, I know deep down there you're a gentleman, but you are very terrifying, if I may.
Yeah, you're a big
and anybody who owes money, I'm going to send him, all right? You go get him, Bruce, I'll tell you.
I got a cool surprise. William DeMeo is on the phone.
Oh, beautiful. I love
Oh,
get
no
him on.
way. Awesome. I love him.
He's my brother. I love that kid.
Where's he at? Let's hear him. Can you hear us?
Hey, guys.
Hey, what's going on?
There he is.
There he is.
What's up, brother?
You hear me good?
We can hear you.
Oh, yeah.
We can hear you very well. So I just want you to know that we appreciate you dialing in because we were just in time, about Gravesend, and we know you've been on here before, and we wanted to support the release of the second season. And I understand that, Bruce, you were almost on every show. Is that right?
Almost, yeah. Pretty close.
Willie, tell us a little bit.
Bruce does a great... Bruce plays a great role. He plays the role of Mario Ludo.
And how long have you been in the role right now? How many?
We started filming about 2 years ago, actually. It was right around this. Willie, know about this time 2 years ago?
Roughly, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, Willie, give us an update on what's going on with Gravesend.
Well, we'll make the announcement on the release date shortly. Everything is totally like going in a very positive direction. I don't know why, you know, some people don't realize what's involved on a project of this level, and what's involved in post-production and soundtrack, and just it's going in a very positive direction. Everything is, you know, it's all good. I don't really, you know, I'm one of those people that doesn't really talk about stuff, even though there's a deal. I just, when I get the green light for the date is when I'll announce that. I've never been one to really talk and boost on social media about what is going on. But thank God it's something that's really, really great, and we're very pleased what's happening right now.
That's the way to do it. You know, wait till it's done and then you tell everybody.
Yep.
Absolutely. So, Willie,
I feel like these days. Go ahead.
We need to go to a real quick FCC commercial break. So, if you don't mind, please hold. We want to touch one more thing with you and talk a little bit more about Gravesend. So, just please hold right tight, and we'll be right back.
She wants to touch one more thing. All right, so check it out. We'll be back momentarily. Whoop, whoop, the 6th.
You either do it, or you do it. I'll break your other leg.
WWNN Pompano Beach, WIRK HD3 Indiantown. Programming paid for by Vic Canales Media Group. Broadcasting from the Robes Studio. Injured recently? Call the Robes Law Group, where winning is a habit. 561-570-5700. 561-570-5700. Robes, winning for you and our community. Your home for the True Oldies channel. After our previous all-time record-breaking attendance concert, we're back. This time with a Motown tribute. The True Oldies channel and Palm Beach County Parks and Recreation present the last show of the Carlin Park After Dark concert series. And we've left the best for last. On Saturday, April 8th, come see one of the most exciting and vibrant shows yet with Legends of Motown with the Crush Party Band. Get ready to dance the night away to some of the greatest Motown hits of all time. The Crush Party Band's Legends of Motown will take you on a trip through some of the greatest songs of the 60s and 70s. This free show is open to the public, but VIP pod seating is also available for purchase at TrueOldiesFLA.com. Don't be left out. It's the grand finale of the Carlin Park After Dark concert series. Saturday, April 8th at the Seabreeze Amphitheater in Jupiter, 750 South State Route A1A. Brought to you by Margaritaville at Sea, Sloman's 1-800-ALARM-ME, the Robes Law Group, the Jupiter Joe Money Show, online at JupiterJoe.com, and the True Oldies channel. For more information or VIP seating, visit TrueOldiesFLA.com. Follow Oldies on social media. See what's happening in the community. Have a laugh with some funny memes. And keep in touch with other good time oldies lovers. Facebook and Instagram at True Oldies FLA. That's at True Oldies FLA.
RD Promo is the premier source of unique and captivating promotional products. Whether you need gifts for trade shows, corporate giveaways, holidays, or something in between, RD Promo is committed to the best services and products for our clients. Our expert account representatives are committed to your satisfaction and are prepared to help you find the promotional bags, gift items, and products you need. Our compelling corporate gifts meet high-quality standards and are designed to work for every budget. RD Promo makes promoting your business affordable, efficient, and fun. We work with high-end clients, advertising, and marketing firms alike to craft successful marketing campaigns for brands. Small businesses, major corporations, and multinational Fortune 500 companies have trusted us for their promotional product needs. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at rdpromo.com.
The Hideaway of Palm Beach. Free food all night from our gourmet kitchen. Drink and dance specials all night. Exclusive private VIP rooms. Top shelf bottle specials. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Come meet our top-notch bartenders and servers. And of course, the most beautiful entertainers in Palm Beach. The Hideaway. Palm Beach's hidden gem. The secret is out. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Located at 1152 Old Okeechobee Road, West Palm Beach. Open 4 p.m. to 5 a.m. 7 days a week. The Hideaway of Palm Beach.
All right, so check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show, the 6th Borough. We have an incredible show planned for you guys. We have Lisa and Brian, South Florida Healthy, 6th Borough Style. They're going to be coming on in just a few minutes. And we have an incredible action-packed star, Bruce Busta Soscia. He's here live in the studio right now. We have William DeMeo that is live on the phone. We're going to take that call right now. Take it away, Joe Rubo.
Here on the 6th Borough, and like Nico said, we have William on the phone live, and I want to just ask Bruce one question first. Bruce, when you, sorry, this thing is playing so loud.
He's having phone issues.
Bruce, I see you cast like a particular role, but after doing some research and stuff, I saw that you're a pretty versatile actor. Tell us about some of the roles that you've taken on and done.
Sure. I actually, I pride myself on being a method actor. I study with the Lee Strasberg Film Institute. My coach is Rachel Bailett from the Los Angeles campus. And what that means to people that are not in the business, I come from the same group that Al Pacino and James Dean and a lot of the iconic actors in American history. A lot of them come from the Strasberg method or the Strasberg school. If anybody here is familiar with the Godfather movie, I don't know if you ever heard of it, but there's a character in the Godfather movie. There you go.
Roth.
There's a character in the Godfather movie, Hyman Roth,
That's
the Jew.
Lee Strasberg, yeah.
And that is Lee Strasberg. So anyway, long story short, I am very versatile, yes, and I take pride in the fact that, sure, at first glance, I'm big and tough and scary, and I'm an easy typecast for those alpha male roles. And of course, I'll always get that, and I enjoy that. But the beauty is that I've been getting more and expounding more and having the opportunity to play, other things that aren't as brutal or violent. And it's fun for me because I enjoy the challenge. I really love creating. I'm very passionate about my work. I take every opportunity very serious. And, again, not just the serious roles. I've done some comedies as well that, we could talk about in a little while.
All right, let's go back to Will. You there? William there?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Sorry to keep you on hold so long. But we were talking to you about you're going to have an announcement soon.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, if anyone wants to go ahead and catch to see the first season, right, where you can actually get to see Bruce and William, of course, in action, where can they go to see it?
I'm actually not in the first season, but Willie will tell you.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is, first off, I really want to talk about Bruce because this is about him. He's your guest, and I appreciate you guys plugging the show, but I want to just elaborate on Bruce in a second. But to answer your question, the show is right now, the first season is on Amazon Prime and Tubi, and the first 4 episodes started with 4 episodes, which have been really watched and overwatched. We're very pleased about how it's still trending and people are still watching it a lot, especially now because they know that season 2 is coming. The trailer's been out, and the artwork's been out. Some of the artwork, and we're starting to get a little more press out there. We're saving it all for like the big announcement and big release. But to talk about Bruce, because this is about him right now, he's your guest. I gotta say that the thing about him is that what I love about him is that he has a great heart. When you deal with actors and stuff like that, there's always like a competition side amongst people, and it's normal, and it's just what happens. It's just like everyone, that's the way it is, unfortunately. But and that's what it is. People compete, and I can tell you that Bruce is a good person that like wants others to do well. He is he's a very prepared actor. He really, and I know he's gonna, especially when he's seen in season 2, that he's going to get like a ton of accolades, and that's just starting, because like all the other stuff that he has coming in the future, and I truly believe he's going to really break through. But he deserves it because he really is a good person. Like, like when I say that, I mean he's has a lot of heart. He's a godly person, and he's someone that I growing up in Brooklyn, and we all, have a street smarts to us, and we grow up, and we're jaded, and we worry about who we bring into our world when you grow up that way. And he grew up in Rhode Island, very similar. But like, I know he's someone that I can roll with, because I know that when he's standing next to me, he's there. He's not like, I don't have to second guess Bruce. And I think the world of him, and he's a great guy, and I'm very happy that he's doing very well, and like I said, he's going to get a ton of accolades. I mean, he's in scenes with like Martin Cove, and Jesse Cove, and and with us, and part of our crew, and like he does a great job. And I like the fact that you'll find out what happens with his character coming up. But, I'm pleased to work with him, and I would drop anything. Like, you asked me to call in today, Borough Style, I'm calling him. So, and I would always do that for him.
We appreciate that
a lot.
Thank you, brother.
I see you every night, Will. You're on I think it's Cinemax, or one of the networks, the Brooklyn's Finest. Is that what it's called, or Brooklyn Ties? Brooklyn Ties.
No. That's we're on HBO Max and Cinemax for a movie called Once Upon a Time in Brooklyn.
That's it. I watched it like I watched it like I watched it like 4 or 5 times already. It's great. You were great in it.
Thank you, buddy. Pal. All the movies that I've done have like been on either HBO or Netflix, and then they wind up on other so. I'm very blessed that I get to showcase with such great people behind me, and the show and the movies. So that's great. If you get a lot of exposure that way, and I've been getting a lot of people telling me about that movie being there right now. And it's great because we're going to be launching the show soon, and it all comes together. And there's other stuff that's in the works for me, but like I said, this is about Bruce, and I'm just happy to have him in the cast. And you got a great guy, and you guys, the 6th Borough, you guys are wonderful, and I'm very happy for you guys as well, and that you guys are still going. And I know you guys work very hard, and you guys deserve success too. And I know that your show and your time slot is just gonna grow, and you're gonna get more people to follow you guys. You guys are great, and I would always support you both.
Appreciate
Thank
that.
you. I actually got a question. Did you and Bruce know each other? Did you guys know each other before Gravesend? Had you worked in anything previous together?
That's actually a really good question, because it segued to something else. I actually co-executive produced a feature film that has not yet been released to the public, and it's in distribution talks right now. But I had William was one of the lead characters in my movie, and he wasn't just an actor in my movie. He actually became a mentor.
Mm. Oh, wow. Okay.
And, yeah, he's had my back, 100%.
So you guys are still friends outside of close outside of the movies?
Big time.
That's
and
great.
That's why it's nice to hear the kind words, because I feel the same way.
Nice.
No, absolutely, yeah. You know, we met a while back, not a real long time ago, but it's always great when you meet someone newer in your life that you feel like is really, because, you know, with me, most of the people that are really close to me are people that I know a long time, that are really close to me, and I knew that Bruce is someone good to be around. And it was great to work on his project too, and I appreciate that he brought me along to be part of that, to bring some of my friends that you guys all know were part of his movie as well. So, and I hope that comes out soon too.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a great experience. I co-executive produced a movie called The Family's Feud, and really briefly, I want to tell you, it was such an original concept. A buddy of mine back in New England had wrote this film, and it was kind of like these typical caricature wise guys dumping a body in the woods in Maine. They drive up from New York, and they stumble upon some hillbilly Sasquatch hunters. So it's these two worlds collide that you would never expect, and it's very original content. I'm very proud of the work we did. You'll see a lot of familiar faces from The Bronx Tale, Goodfellas, Sopranos, like you name it. Like a lot of the guys that are, you know, Willie's circle that, you know, he helped me curate and bring on to, you know, our team, so to speak. And it's really wildly funny. The lead is right there, John Fiore. He was one of the capos in The Sopranos. Gigi Sestone. He died in the toilet. Yeah. And he's a very close friend of mine as well. But Willie, I can't say enough. He brought a lot of his pals. There's Louis Venaria, Joey D'Onofrio. Like a lot of these guys were in my film that, you know, I probably had no shot of securing them for my film if it wasn't for Willie calling them and vouching like, hey, you got to do this. This guy's a friend of mine, and he's doing something great, something special. Like, come on, let's do it. And he kind of brought almost like his football team, if you will, to mine. Nice. And we merged these worlds together, and it came out really funny. It's a really imaginative caricatures. Just think about these really wild hillbillies, you know, spitting and I can't even go into how those guys were very, very funny and very original. And then, you know, you bring your New York gangsters to the woods, and we're coming in waves back up. You know, I came in the second wave with an Escalade with a bunch of, you know, Willie's boys really, and to kind of find him and Willie's character and find them in the woods because they were having a battle with these hillbillies.
When do you think this movie will be released? If you're about
it's literally right now. I got a bunch of distributors looking at it, and everybody wants it. So
only because I want to watch it right now.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah,
you're killing me with the
it's
intro.
Exciting. It's long overdue. It kind of. We took a long time getting it prepared, and like Willie said earlier, post-production's crazy. When you don't have a big studio backing you and you're making something on your own, you're kind of learning as you go sometimes and making mistakes or having small successes as you go. But the long and the short of it is that, you know, I have a beautiful piece of art that I think the public's going to love, and I really have to say that was a bonding moment for DeMeo and I, because we had already been friends. We had already had a lot of mutual friends. There's a strong, you know, Brooklyn, Providence connection that exists outside of us, but, you know, kind of for us as well. We carry the torch between the two families of, you know, the Rhode Island and New York, if you will. So yeah, it's a fun thing for us because we do a lot of events together, and, you know, it's my guys, his guys, our guys. And because Willie and I have become, you know, so bonded, it's beautiful. You know, my friends respect him and his friends immediately, and vice versa. So we became a big family and an extended family.
Are you guys going to be working on anything soon? Are you guys coming up with anything soon? What do you guys got going on other than Gravesend?
I mean, Gravesend, I think, is going to be one of the biggest things that you'll ever see.
Absolutely.
I think it's going to be one of the biggest things you'll ever see, especially in our favorite demographic, our favorite genre.
Right.
I think that, I'm sure the most of us in the room would share the same favorite movie list, and it's probably easy to say that. But I think if I'm true to that statement, you are absolutely going to love what we did. And I'm very, very proud of my friend.
Awesome.
He worked so hard to put this together, and wow.
When I was making the poster for William DeMeo, and
I love it.
when I was looking him up, I kept seeing that Family Feud thing, and I kept thinking to myself, is that a Sasquatch? And I was wondering, is it like the Italian city slickers, or what's going on here?
Exactly what it was.
Yeah,
That's exactly what it was.
Great story.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and like I said, it really goes back to, Willie helped me with that, and then fast forward after we wrapped that film, and maybe a year or so later, he got to principal photography for Gravesend down here in Miami, and he gave me a shot. He believed in me. He said, I got a role for you, and I think you'd be perfect for. And he could have grabbed another buddy of his from New York, and he kind of created a character that, I don't want to give away anything or give away too much, but I think I can get away with saying one thing without him being mad at me. But my character, I get to kind of wear a badge of honor because my character gets introduced as Mario Ludo from Providence, Rhode Island. So I get to be, I don't have to try to emulate a Brooklyn accent because, let's face it, my accent is a little strong, and their accent to me is very strong. Right. So how am I going to pretend? That's not what we do. We search for the truth as actors. So the genius thing he did was forget about trying to sound like you're from Brooklyn. You're going to be from where you're from, and it played into the storyline perfectly. And for me, selfishly, I get to go home with that. I got a lot of friends and supporters back home in Rhode Island.
Yeah, bro, that's great.
Well, I heard the accent. I heard the accent in there. I was like, either you park the car or you park the car.
When I'm in New York, people think I'm from Boston. When I'm in Boston, they think I'm from New York. And that really makes sense because I'm from the middle.
Right in the middle. Right.
Yeah. So we have a little cultural influence of both, and there's a beauty in that,
Right.
I tend to gravitate, I've always spent time in both, North and South, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little different on my own, and maybe that's why I stand out a little bit too. So I take pride in that, and I take my city with me.
Awesome, that's what's up.
That's great.
Yeah.
A lot of respect there.
Thank you.
So being 6'4", 300 pounds doesn't make you stand out, but
No, I know. Right? I was going to say something bad, Kenny. There we go. He will jump in his little cart and chase you down.
Yeah, during the making of any of your movies, and we can, of course, let's say, for example, Gravesend. I mean, you have a bunch of serious characters in the sense of what the roles are. I mean, do you cut it up and start laughing? I mean, Willie, do they do that in the background? Are they cutting it up laughing?
Listen to me. Think about how much we all love The Sopranos. I personally think the best part of The Sopranos was the one-liners. It was a comedy show throughout. They could be putting somebody in the dirt and just the shit, the things they said was so funny that was what made the show. And I mean, we're all like that. Let's face it. We're all in this room like that.
Sure, absolutely.
How do we share? If you're not picking on me, you probably don't like me.
That's the way I look at it. If I'm not busting your chops here, I don't like you.
Exactly.
I bust that guy's chops over there all day, Joe.
Right, and that's love. That's the culture that we've grown up in. That's how we show love to each other. That's how we show affection. Right. And my nickname, believe it or not, Buster, doesn't come from milk and cookies. It comes from the fact that at a young age, I learned how to bust chops or bust bowls or whatever I can get away with saying here. But all I know is Buster. My mother called me that.
Oh, right.
And
It's always busting
to the point where it's now my stage name in acting. It's Bruce Buster Soscia because my friends saw me going on movies and they said, who the hell is Bruce? They didn't know my name because everybody knows me by Buster because my nickname's so strong in the neighborhood. So I decided to embrace it. It's another tip of the hat to my neighborhood. It's Bruce Buster Soscia.
Sure, that's what's up.
Yeah, so it's fun. I'm
Respect,
having fun.
Man. That's pretty cool.
I'm about to walk into a dinner meeting. Before I do that, I just want to say again, I appreciate you guys. And I also want to give a shout out to one of my dear friends who's listening now in Florida. Her name is Jill Galante, and she sends us prayers every morning.
She's the best.
He gets the prayer, and she's listening right now, and I wanted to know how much I love her and appreciate her. And one thing I want to say to you guys, I know you're going to be a little jealous here, and I know Florida's got some good Italian places, but I'm about to go to a place in Brooklyn in one of the well-known Italian restaurants here.
Is it Michael's?
So
Is it
you know,
Michael?
Send
we got
Buster
that
a
little
picture.
extra still in Brooklyn with the Italian food.
Will, next time.
Send Buster a picture.
I said, is it Michael's?
No, I'm L&B. I'm going L&B again.
L&B, yes. I love L&B. I love
Next time you're in
L&B.
Florida, you got to come on the show again.
Definitely, I will, and I'll be back pretty soon. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Absolutely.
You got a great guest there in Bruce, and thank you so much, guys. Have a
Thank
great
you, William.
night.
Thank you,
William.
thank you. Have a good one.
God bless.
Hey, don't
Love
forget.
you, buddy.
Hey, Will, don't worry. I'm ready for season 3. So when you need a Puerto Rican on set,
I was going to say, wait a minute, we're all Italian. We need any Puerto Ricans. Yo,
Thanks for
hire
calling
them,
in,
we'll bump
Papa.
them off.
Take care, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you, buddy.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I do have a question for Bruce. So
Please.
I do know when I saw the movie Doggone, and the role, and I don't know if we can get a clip from that. Here you are as a big guy, right? And
The
you're
biker
coming
president.
off. What's that?
The biker president.
The biker president, and you're coming off into this really big, soft-hearted conversation. Is that like something that you've been casted or stereotyped every once in a while?
I think what happens is a few years back, I spent a lot of time with Armando Sante, and I consider him like a film mentor as well, if you will, because of his accolades in the game, and I look up to him so dearly. And he said to me, kid, find your strong suit and play that card to the fullest. Don't worry about people that say, oh my God, don't get typecast. People that say that, they just don't know the business. He goes, get typecast, take the work, take the opportunities, grow your platform, and then when you get to a certain level, you're going to have the opportunity to branch out and show the world that you can do other things. So I took that to heart, and I think, that role with Doggone, with Rob Lowe, that movie, it really did wonders for me because it came at a perfect time when I just finished filming a bunch of stuff. I just wrapped with Liam Neeson on a big movie in Boston called Thug. Great cameo appearance I had. I can't wait for that to come out for you guys to see it. And yeah, he was great. When I say humble and sweet and sincere, he after he beat me up in the movie, he hugged me. And when they wrapped me and everybody gave me my round of applause, he gave me the best bear hug. And he said, and he looked me in my eyes and he said, kid, you're really good at this. Never stop. Keep going.
Wow, that's cool.
Liam Neeson, bro.
Yeah,
so,
man, that's are you kidding me, dude?
Now that's a
I'll
push.
take that
Did he
with me
say it in the
forever.
voice?
And I got lucky.
Yeah, did he say it in the whisper voice?
Did he say it in the whisper
Listen,
voice?
I'm gonna come get you.
Somebody on set literally
I will kill you.
caught that hug. I had no idea
Oh, no
somebody
way.
took a picture. That's Liam Neeson hugging me after my performance, and he gave me some kind words, like I said. And later
quit
on,
your day
after I
job.
left, I was like on a high, it felt surreal.
Yeah.
And
would be
boom,
too,
boom, I got
yeah.
a few pictures in my phone, and I get to keep that forever. What a nice gift.
No,
The
incredible.
photos of Liam Neeson hugging me, and but back to Armando Sante about the typecast. As I kept playing these mobsters and gangsters and tough guys and all that, in my heart of hearts, I say, okay, it's fun. First of all, that's fun. It's like I'm a kid in a candy store. You say, hey, can you do this movie? I need you to shoot guns and fight people. And I did a movie called Mob King. And that just today I got the official announcement that Gravitas bought it, and we're having select theaters released May 26th coming up. So
Ciro's
movie, yeah. So I was the co-lead. I was the arch nemesis of him. He's the main character. I
Oh,
was
you
trying
were
to kill
his
him the whole
nemesis.
movie,
Joe was
essentially.
on in that film.
No, I was in the series.
He was
not
in,
the movie.
yeah, he
Oh,
was in
you're in
the
the
series,
series.
like pilot
So
series.
the cool thing is, like I said, we got the official announcement today, right before I came here, that film will be in theaters May 26th. So I'm
Wow,
really
God
excited.
bless you, bro.
That's another movie where I was, tough guy, fighting, shooting guns. It was a really challenging but fun, like me as an athlete. I'm in my 40s, but I still think I'm in my 20s.
Attaboy.
And we were brawling and fighting. I mean, it's choreographed with a stunt choreographer, Juan Bofill, the best in the business. But it was brutal. Like my head was ringing for 2 weeks after we
Like
filmed.
the
2
WWE,
weeks.
the people, they
Oh,
laugh
yeah.
like it's fake. I'm
I
like, bro, the guy
definitely
just
have
got
CTE.
thrown over there. What are you talking about?
I mean, we're smashing bottles over my head. It's,
Right.
it's sugar glass,
But
they call
still.
it, but it's still smashing
hurts.
over my head.
Yeah.
Multiple plates and glasses, and we're hitting each other with bats and pipes. And I mean, it was brutal, but it made really good cinema. And I'm so proud of that movie. And I literally can't wait to sit in the theater with my friends and watch it. It's the first time I experienced that was the Adrian Brody movie, Clean. I did a nice cameo with Adrian Brody where I get in his face and I kind of
That's
have
amazing.
some choice words for him. And I was living here in Florida, and I went to Delray to the iPick. Is it iPick? You pick?
Yeah, I was there today.
I went to the movie theater and with my fiance, and I went there kind of undercover. I didn't say, hey, I'm here, I'm in the movie. I just bought my tickets and we went in and sat in and watched the movie. And when it got to my scenes, I'm looking around to see the people's reaction, and everybody was at the edge of their seats, and I was like, whoa, this is surreal, and there's my big head on the screen, And since then, I've seen myself a few times in a theater on screen, and it really, a lot of actors say, I don't like to watch myself.
Yeah.
Not me. I enjoy it. I love it. I eat that right now. I'm like, that's me. Look at that me.
So you're excited, if I may.
I get excited.
If you're, now that you're my friend, but I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
It must be surreal being that guy. Like, dude, it's almost a childhood dream. I know it wasn't
It
yours,
is.
but to
It's
watch
weird.
yourself in film and have all your best friends around you must be like
It is.
unbelievable.
It's wild. It's a wild feeling. So,
Yeah,
but it's back to your original question about, playing roles that aren't just the tough guy. I actually just accepted a couple of bookings for this year. That one in particular, this a filmmaker in New England, Rob Levinson. He's made a couple of really brilliant independent films. He won some awards. He's a gentleman, and he wrote a new film. And he said to me, "Hey, you're too big for me. You're bigger than life." And I said, "No, I'm not too big for you." I said, "If you have something for me, I'd like to come home and perform. Maybe a cameo." And he's got a really good film that with very cultural, impactful film about bigotry, and it's a mixed race couple, and the white Irish kid and a biracial woman, and they're in a relationship, and they're going to see the father who's on his deathbed, and it's his father, and he's a bigot or a racist, outspoken. And in the movie, I guess they wrote me in as a hospice grief counselor.
Oh my goodness.
So talk about a cool opportunity for me to not be the tough guy, not be the badass. I've already got it in my head. I'm going to wear a knit sweater, maybe some reading glasses. Maybe I'm going a little crazy, but I want to nerd it out a little and give you the softer version of me, hide the tattoos, and I'm still me. You're still going to see the essence of my stature, but I'm a creator, and I'm very passionate about what I do, and I really enjoy the opportunity, the challenge. If you say, play this, play this, play this, there's certain things I don't want to, that it wouldn't intrigue me, but for the most part, I want to show you what I can do. I want to show off. I want to.
Did you take any acting lessons?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I told you earlier. I studied with Strasberg Group, and my
Say,
my
I'm
acting
sorry,
coach.
I had a blonde moment.
That's okay.
Did you take the classes before your first, or was it after?
No, so I started getting in films, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was just getting picked because of what I looked like.
But what about like an agent?
How I got an agent was as I got. It's actually a funny story because it's not. None of my story is typical at all. Actors work very hard. A lot of actors work very hard for a long time, and some of them don't ever really see the level that they aspire to be. And I'm very, very blessed, and I know that God has His hand on my life because I've had opportunities that I don't deserve, that have come to me at times when, who am I? Why did I get that? But I do realize in my years now that the opportunities that come to me now, it's my job to utilize the platform that I have to share my faith. And I've never been one to be like a Bible basher or a big religious guy, but I do believe in God, and I do believe that God gives second chances and gives folks the opportunity to make good or to make things right or to give back to the community, if you will. And for me, I've always coached sports and did charity work and stuff like that, but I truly feel like if we all take a moment and look inside ourselves, what more can we do? And that's kind of the message that I try to exude where, I get these cool opportunities, these cool roles, but at the end of the day, it's cool to talk about it and it could all be done tomorrow or it could keep going. But either way, what good is it if I don't take, people are listening and they're looking at me and saying, wow, this guy's cool or he's got an interesting story. What good is that if I don't use the opportunity to say, hey, it wasn't always like this. There was times where I've been in jail. I've had a rough life. I grew up in a tough neighborhood. I had fights and I fought and I hustled and I did things that I would never do, the version of me now that I am. But the good part is that I have God's grace and mercy on my life, and I have the opportunity to do some good things and have a positive impact on my surroundings. And even sometimes it might be just a compliment or a kind word to someone. You never know what's going on in somebody's head. And there's people that, whether it's on a movie set or in the neighborhood or somewhere, where somebody's down and out and you don't know. But you could just be that difference that day that say, hey, man, you know, God loves you, or hey, nice shirt. Simple as that. Or hey, I'll pay it forward and buy the coffee for the person behind me. Little stupid things. If you start adding that to your daily lifestyle, I promise you'll feel better, and better things will happen for you. Right. And I do believe in karma, and I do believe in reciprocating, and what you want out of life, you have to put it out there so that it will come back. And
we have a phone call.
Sure.
We have Andrew on the line. Andrew, you there?
Andrew.
Yeah. I have a question. Now that you're doing a new character, is there a type of character that you want to play and haven't been able to play it in a comedy or a horror movie, something like that?
So I'm glad you asked that. So I actually ask myself that often, because when I got into this, I wanted to play the characters that I was getting, and each time I got the opportunity, it was like a win. It was like winning the Super Bowl. Like, yes, I'm in Gravesend. I'm playing a gangster. Yes, I'm in, Liam Neeson's movie Thug, and we have a fight scene, and all these things, like a biker guy and this and that. So, like I was saying a little while ago, just any opportunity that kind of breaks me out of the norm, where I want to surprise the people that support me and that encourage me along the way and that follow me. I want to surprise people. So I don't have something in particular in mind. I enjoy every opportunity, but I feel like I'm waiting for someone to challenge me, for someone to come to me and say, hey, I have a character in mind, and I'm curious to see what your version of this character would be. That, to me, is a home run. I love those moments.
Doubtfire, we're not going quite that way. You know what I mean? I didn't know how we wanted to test your skills, but I'll tell you right now, as soon as I speak to William, maybe we can talk about it. Mrs. I doubt it. That's what we're gonna do.
Doubt it.
I doubt it.
Since I became an actor and I've done quite a.
Want to take one now, or we do the thing?
Is he still there? Andrew, you still there?
We're still here.
Oh,
okay. Thank you for answering the question, and I can't wait to see you in Mob King.
Oh, thank you, Andrew. I appreciate the call.
Thank you, Andrew.
Right? Yeah, thanks for calling in.
Is it at 50?
So Kenny is actually in a lot of films. He's an actor. He's in a lot of films. So many that when I turned the TV on, I saw him once and I couldn't even believe it. But nonetheless, he's going to ask you a question quickly about his career.
Well, what you were saying about when you get into the character and you get these roles and everything, it's like you're playing pretend and you're getting paid to do it, and you have so much fun. And I'm one of those people as well that I've gotten into acting, and I didn't get into it because I wanted to be an actor. I got into it because I was trying to get my artwork and my products into movies as memorabilia. And every time I was on set, a producer or director would say, you know what, I got a role for you. Right, and that's how I started getting it.
He plays a good Spanish guy.
Yeah,
I play pretty good.
You got a little John Leguizamo in you.
Yeah, he's got a little.
Right?
Someone else told me that.
Yes, he does. I see it.
I got that.
I love
John Leguizamo.
This kid he's got it, bro.
Nice.
He's in a lot
So that means
of
he's going to cast me for a movie. I'm just saying.
Of course. Books.
But listening to your story and relating to it, and just thinking about how I see so many actors that haven't gotten to some of the things that I've done. But, at the same time, when I was doing your flyer and everything, I was looking you up, and his personality really comes out of his social media, and you could see that. I was like, wow, this guy's like a really nice guy. Like, he's genuine. Like
allegedly.
Allegedly. I mean, I could see.
Don't I come off as a nice guy on social media?
Joe, your picture you posted today, man, let me tell you, you look so happy. But just hearing that, and it really is true. It feels good to be able to do these different characters and be cast in these different ways and be able to become something. And the challenge starts becoming where I want to challenge. I want to try that role.
Right.
So congratulations.
Are you type A casting from that whole Latin thing? Only because I don't really know what you look like about the mustache. And I'm saying that brings out the
authenticity.
Yeah, authenticity of the whole little thing.
I get typecast in a way, but not really, because I played a CEO of a hotel in Miami. But I'm
with
like,
the mustache and the thing.
And I'm like a scumbag, hotel runner. But
scumbag.
Can we say that?
Can we say that? I don't say that.
He said it. Don't matter.
I guess there went that handicap comment right out the window. Yes, you always play the bad guy. Do you ever play a good guy?
I haven't yet.
He played a cop.
No.
He just
Oh
told you
yeah,
he's a
yeah.
scumbag.
I know, but he played more than one thing.
Thanks.
He's played. Wait, you played a cop though?
in
didn't
the
you?
squad.
But wasn't he a dirty cop?
No. That's
You
the
look
thing.
dirty.
In the squad. I play a detective.
Oh, you weren't
and
feeling
and
that
so
then?
I get to be, it's really cool because we get asked a lot. Is it like you guys dirty cops? Are you bashing cops? And we're really making police cool again. Yeah, I'm gonna say,
All right, we have to. We're gonna break for commercial.
Break time.
And we're gonna come back and announce our new guest.
Yes, we'll finish up with Bruce and announce our new guest who's here.
All right, so check it out. We'll be back momentarily. The 6th Borough, baby. Another day in the life. Whoop, 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 whoop. Let's go.
RD Promo is the premier source of unique and captivating promotional products. Whether you need gifts for trade shows, corporate giveaways, holidays, or something in between, RD Promo is committed to the best services and products for our clients. Our expert account representatives are committed to your satisfaction and are prepared to help you find the promotional bags, gift items, and products you need. Our compelling corporate gifts meet high-quality standards and are designed to work for every budget. RD Promo makes promoting your business affordable, efficient, and fun. We work with high-end clients, advertising and marketing firms alike to craft successful marketing campaigns for brands. Small businesses, major corporations, and multinational Fortune 500 companies have trusted us for their promotional product needs. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at rdpromo.com.
The Hideaway of Palm Beach. Free food all night from our gourmet kitchen. Drink and dance specials all night. Exclusive private VIP rooms. Top shelf bottle specials. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Come meet our top-notch bartenders and servers. And of course, the most beautiful entertainers in Palm Beach. The Hideaway. Palm Beach's hidden gem. The secret is out. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Located at 1152 Old Okeechobee Road, West Palm Beach. Open 4 p.m. to 5 a.m. 7 days a week. The Hideaway of Palm Beach.
All right, so check it out, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Welcome back to the sexiest place to be every Friday night, right here live on iHeartRadio from 6:30 to 8:30. The 6th Borough Power Hour. Check it out. In our studio right now, we do have Lisa and Brian, South Florida, healthy 6th Borough Style. They are in the studio right now. So, Denise, do you want to take it away? Why don't you take it away?
I will. So we just are moving into the second hour of our show. We've been actually having some great conversation and great advice, actually, from Bruce Soscia, who's with us, and
Busta.
Bruce Busta Soscia.
Bruce Busta. He's been with us. He's going to stay on with us and go through the second half of our show as one of our co-hosts. He's going to be on with us and continue, which is one of the great things when we have our guests on here. But you've been given some really great advice, Bruce. And this is the part of the show where we kind of like bring it into a lifestyle. And the one thing that we always say, you know, you've been inspired in a little bit of the background that I've read on you. And one thing I want to ask you, so it's a question. Out of all the messes that you've been, good, bad, or indifferent, what's your message? Out of all the messages, what's your message you would give to others?
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. And keep going. there's so many folks that work so hard every day at whatever they do, whatever industry it is, whatever space it is, and you never know how close you are to just that breakthrough that you want so bad or that you need, and you'll never know if you quit or if you lay down, if you stop. You have to keep going. You just have to keep going. I say it all the time. It's a simple message. Keep going.
What about depression? What about want to give up? Depression's
everybody. We all deal with it, bro. We all deal with it. I deal with it. We all deal
Absolutely.
with it. But you got to keep going. You keep going or lay down. If you lay down, you're done. I got a lot of my friends that are gone. A lot of my friends. I'm sure you guys can relate. But I'm 47, and I can honestly say that at least a dozen of my close friends are gone. They're gone, whether it was drugs, suicide, prison, violence, and they don't have the opportunity to keep going. So for me, I try to carry the torch for my friends that aren't here.
Nice.
Solid.
Keep going.
Solid. Very solid. Very well said, Joe.
Thank you.
Great advice. Yeah.
You either keep going or you don't keep going. I'm going to break a wheel on your scooter.
Just when you thought you were out, they pulled you right back.
Oh, so many times.
That Chihuahua doesn't stand a chance.
They'll send the hamsters after him.
I was going to say, right, that's his business.
Well, we are actually very excited for that message because, there are points, even like running a show like this and doing and working, and there are points where you just like, I just got to go one more time. I just got to do it again. Right. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. If you believe enough, I guess it's certainly going to manifest itself to become anything that you want.
It's very true.
It's very true. Very true.
I'm living proof.
Living proof? Yeah. I think everyone in this room is living proof. Yes. From how I've gotten to know Joe and his story, and of course Kenny and his story, and Nico and everything he's been through, and everyone that we've had on the show here as a guest has a story.
Everybody has a backstory, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what's great about it.
Sure.
Everyone has, yeah.
But they really wouldn't read our story, though, if I may, Denise. It's pretty boring.
We're kind of boring.
Between Kenny and Joe's book, perhaps, they would throw mine and yours in the trash. They'd be like, this is pretty boring. Guy lives in a gated community. This is pretty crappy. Meanwhile, you guys are like, spin the wheel. Watch this one.
We're like the Disney people.
I'm just saying, dude, if Joe wrote a book, I wouldn't be able to put it down. You know what I mean?
And he did, and we're waiting to hear when that's all going to go.
I'm waiting for it.
He can't read. That's the problem. He's like, I wrote a book.
I can't
Wait, didn't you say Crayola was a sponsor of this segment? It's a coloring book.
Listen to it.
Finger paints this kid.
Finger paint. This is great.
Now you know we love Joe. We bust the guy, poor kid. Look at him.
Yeah, look at that face. It's a face a mother can only love.
No, face for radio.
Yeah.
He's going to write the book, and then it'll become a movie, and then he'll know what happened.
We'll know how it ends.
It's like a search word. You got to circle the
How does this end? It's still going. Like the Elvis movie.
Yes, exactly. We won't forget how that went. But you know what?
We went to go to see the Elvis movie, and I said, I'm gonna spoil it for you. I'm gonna tell you he dies at the end. Why are you telling me?
I was so serious.
How can you tell me?
And then he sold her waterfront property in the Everglades. You're not going to believe this. There's a big mountain on Sample Road over here. I'm going to build you a house on it, Denise. I swear to God.
That's great.
Oh, gosh, my cheeks hurt. But it is true. I can be gullible, but... never underestimate the quiet ones. They always come from behind and they're stealth.
Oh, sounds like jail. Oh.
I'm glad you said
bro. I was like, what is that?
I was about to. I was like,
they're stealth.
You Greek?
Pretty girthy.
I was
double dutching that one. I was like, oh.
Like, where are we going? What show is this?
No locked doors. No locked doors.
No locked doors.
Freddie didn't come out yet.
Okay, somehow I need to maintain composure.
Freddie dipping his head out any second.
Yeah, so,
there he is.
Oh, that's your probation
You're never going to get syndicated like this, kids. I'll tell you right now.
Not if his parole officer keeps showing up.
Oh, that's who that was?
Pretty much Freddie is our parole officer. Well, for you guys, not me.
Like a parole officer, he keeps us in line here. We got to watch what we say.
Put you in timeout.
Yes, exactly. Oh, wow. See, this is what we're about. We started in the beginning saying that the 6th Borough is about serving up belly laughs, but some really great stories, backstories, and also some inspirational, educational moments. And so, Bruce, thank you so much again for bringing that.
Yeah, glad I could help.
You did a great job. So we're going to move on to the second segment of the show that we're going to be introducing. And if we can bring that flyer up, Garcia is our favorite little guy in the back. He's the one that does everything and pulls up that.
Garcia, you awake over there?
Garcia, you're back there. We want to see the flyer. We actually have an introducing.
She's complimenting you, and you're not doing
I
your
think
job.
he's
Come
saying
on.
Yes. There you go.
We have with us
That's a
Lisa
beautiful picture.
and Brian. Lisa, help me out with your name here. I don't want to say you're wrong. DeWaskin. And then Brian Adams, her other half. And they're here, and they're going to be now working with us. And hopefully twice a month, we're actually going to have them in the studio giving us the best version of you living in the 6th Borough.
Wow.
Awesome. So there it is.
Don't get divorced. Look at us. Really, he's sick. They were looking so you can feel the love in that picture. They were all like frolicking on the beach. And then,
Whoa.
oh God, look at this.
It's really a pharmacy. It's really a pharmacy commercial. Like you're going to start hearing side effects are.
Pantene commercial.
Oh, for those of you
Mesothelioma.
For those of you that are not able to see what's happening, this is why we say so often, please, you need to tune in and watch the show. It's great that you're listening, but watching us it's hilarious.
And book an appointment with your psychiatrist right away.
Yes, after the show.
There are residual effects of this show.
Well, we want to make sure that we added an element to the 6th Borough, what is living like healthy here in SoFlo. And with the 6th Borough, and with this crew here.
Would you like a piece of pizza? I'm so glad you're on our show. I'm so glad you're on our show.
Want some Coca-Cola?
From Pizza Rica, some greasy wings from Pizza Rica. It's delicious. It's everything you won't eat. And if you don't like that,
pizza's good.
Soda.
We like pizza.
And beer.
We have whiskey, rum, the healthy stuff.
It's the authentic South Beach diet.
There it is.
We got to bring Lisa and Brian on so we can actually put what they are in the show with us. And so once again, thank you so much for agreeing to come on and welcome. We really want to educate everyone out there as to how can you stay eating healthy and not only just from a physical standpoint, but maybe just from spiritual, highlighting how you can live here. Because living in the 6th Borough, you know what? We live in the heat, but we need to stay trim and fit. But when you are at a certain age and when you live a certain lifestyle and when you can have certain cultural influences in how we eat, which is very common down here.
Yeah, like how do you make a healthy Sunday gravy?
Ooh.
Exactly.
I
Or
need
how
to
do you
know.
make a
Can't
healthy
do it.
meatball? Or what should you drink when you're in the heat? So, first
What a
of all,
dilemma.
go ahead,
What a
Lisa.
dilemma.
I drink whiskey.
I told you, be prepared. This is
Okay.
a hard
You
crew.
don't know what you're in for.
No, this is great. Thank you all for having us here. Thank you. This is great. It's fun. So we eat pizza like twice a week.
Sweet.
But yes, of course.
Are you vegans?
No, we're not vegan. No.
Are you pressed
Like the regular pizza we eat?
Vegan pizza?
Yes, pizza, but here's how you have to eat it.
Don't
You
say
eat
pineapples.
like 1 or 2 slices, and you got to put like a bunch of protein. So we smother it with salmon or shrimp or chicken, and then you drink a lot of water, drink a lot of wine. Wine is good
wow.
too.
Serious?
Eat salad, but everything in moderation, right? We eat pizza twice a week?
Did I hear you say you put salmon on pizza?
That's okay.
Yeah.
What?
That's okay.
Whoa.
That's a protein.
What about
Fruit
Pepperoni
is not
good.
made
It's
to
not,
be on
as
pizza.
long as it's not a pineapple.
Fruits are not made to be on
ham
pizza.
and pepperoni isn't the greatest,
Okay, no
but
problem. Okay,
like
because Joey
shrimp
said.
and salmon, organic.
And what won't you eat?
Wait, Lisa, I just have to say, we have Cousin Vinny in the back. He's looking at you like, what? Salmon on pizza?
Let him chime in.
He's going to turn himself
His
in.
mother puts raisins in meatballs. So we'll let him just sit there.
And they were really good.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Listen, you
sweetheart.
put-
Thank you.
You put anchovies on pizza. Salmon's a
Yeah, that's
Bruce knows.
Is the
Look at
salmon
guy.
cooked?
Lots of protein.
Yeah,
salmon.
protein.
I eat everything.
Salmon's cooked.
Protein. I eat the kitchen sink. I don't know, man. What is that? Is that salmon on a bagel?
Oh, no, that's salmon on a pizza.
No,
We're
there
looking
you
at a
go.
salmon on a
So you
pizza.
don't eat. That's how they do it.
I know,
That's the trick.
That's the trick.
Put seafood
Nico.
on pizza and you'll stay
Nico.
skinny.
That looks as bad as the pineapple.
No, but seriously, on a serious note, it's all about proportions.
Right.
So you got to like keep your proportions small, but you can eat whatever you want. You ask me what I don't eat. We eat everything, anything. What?
Do you skip a meal?
No. Well, I don't believe in intermittent fasting at all.
Believe
do
in
you?
intermittent fasting?
No, I don't.
That's because you're That's because you're shredded and adorable, and your man's all shredded.
No,
if
you
you're a
wanna
little
know
obese,
why,
sweetheart,
though?
you'd be skipping a meal.
We're all over the age of 30 in here, right? Correct?
I beg your pardon.
Hold on a second. I just got there. Let me kick
Wait, maturity-wise or age-wise?
That's very assumptive
maturity, I'm
of you.
like 19, and that's my boyfriend 18. This kid, he's like
Lisa,
19.
I'm 14.
On a serious note, based on what you said,
right?
Over the years, the like past 4 or 5 years, I lost almost 100 pounds doing what you said.
Wow, great.
Just I eat what I want, whenever I want.
And he threw his roommate out.
Exactly. But when I'm full, I stop eating.
Right. Everything in moderation.
Yeah, but we were brought up. Check me if I'm wrong. We were brought up that you had to clean everything on the plate.
Yes. Always. I couldn't get up from the
You
table.
can't leave the table. That's right.
Yeah. And that's how I got.
It
I was
destroyed us.
I was 335 pounds. Wow.
Yeah. And if I made the attendants feel disrespected when they don't eat the food. So if I went over
Yes.
to your house right now and your mother made me a plate and I was like, yo, bro, I can't eat this. And you would be like, bro, put that meatball in your pocket. He's going to kill you.
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's how we were brought up. Look.
That's why I don't date any women with family. You know what I mean?
But here,
I'm like, honey, are your parents alive?
but here's the thing: you can't listen to what other people say to
Right.
you, because I go out to lunch or dinner with my girlfriends, and they'll bring the like Cheesecake Factory. The portion is that big, and I ask the waiter to bring a to-go box, and I take half of it to go, and they all look at me like, "Are you allowed to swear on here?"
No. Freddie will come out
what
again.
the beep? What the beep is your problem? And I'm like, look at me, look at you, and don't ask me any questions. Take half to
And you do,
home.
and you do have a piece of cheesecake too, a little piece of cheesecake.
No, I don't like sweets.
You don't
I
eat
like
sweets?
I like nachos.
How do you
pizza.
feel about liposuction?
No, I'm. Oh, and you asked me a question about that diabetic shot, and to answer that, I don't believe in any of that. It's all about portion control, positive mindset, exercise, and doing the right thing.
What about breast or rear?
Go ahead, Brian. Brian will answer that one. What do you think about butt implants?
Extracurricular activity, like, I actually wanted to go to Brazil and get a new tuchus.
What are your thoughts on that, Brian? Take that one.
Brian, this one's for you.
Brian's from Oregon and just came to Florida.
That's a great idea.
Brian's like, I like salmon.
Go for that.
And long walks on the beach. And whatever she tells me I like.
Wait, Brian came from Oregon to Florida. Tell them I love him.
So you kidnapped him. The truth comes out.
Where you guys from?
Just a tad different. I'm from Oregon.
Oregon?
Yeah. Pacific Northwest.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So it's a little bit different there.
Have you ever seen butt implants in Oregon?
No butt implants in Oregon, no.
Probably the other girl here has them.
That's
But
true.
they got a lot of potatoes in Oregon.
Lots of potatoes, sure.
Lots of potatoes.
She's thinking you're in Idaho.
That's Idaho.
It's close to Idaho. Yeah, next door. Next door.
Yeah.
Starts with a vowel.
Yeah.
Oregano.
Denise, there's a lot of white people there. She was there in Oregon. And she was like, man, why do you guys live here? She got off and she was like, why do you guys live here? So we got on the plane.
Oregon's actually beautiful.
No.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
The landscape is
I have a
beautiful.
question.
Anywhere, yeah.
Brian, are you in the witness protection program? You can wait and tell me at the commercial break if you want.
But I've had a past like you for a little bit, yes.
Me?
It's just us who can admit it.
He's a barber.
Hold this drink, man. Kenny and friggin' Joe friggin' make this guy look like a guy right from church.
I just came from church.
He just came from church. He was praying for you. He was going to pray for us. There we go. There it is.
But I'm sorry. What you said earlier was so beautiful because it's all about whatever
He was talking about himself.
That was the best part.
Whatever we all go through, hardships in life, you got to keep going.
Exactly.
Stay the course. Move forward. You have to. That's what life's
Narcissism.
about.
So how long have you guys been doing this now?
Eating salmon on the pizza, so specifically.
I've been doing this for.
No, I mean the book and all the
She's
I've
been doing it her
doing
whole
this
life.
for
We've been together for
30
3 years, but
3 years.
And how'd you guys meet, if you don't mind me asking?
Prison.
Were you happen to be in Oregon?
Yeah.
I was in Oregon, yeah.
No, but how did you meet?
No, we met online.
Oh, online.
On
Tinder.
LinkedIn.
Tinder
That's
date.
not like on
LinkedIn. Look at this. She's about to LinkedIn
That's
it up.
that's a hell of a commute for Tinder.
Every time I try to meet somebody online, they ask for cash.
No, every time I meet
You're on the wrong
website.
That's the difference. We weren't looking for anybody online.
I was on the wrong site.
And we weren't online dating. It was LinkedIn during COVID.
No dating.
I was putting my fitness videos on, and he liked them.
That's called OnlyFans.
I guess
OnlyFans.
I guess
OnlyFans. That's what we know her from.
Oh, no, sorry.
Well, I have to say, Lisa has a very extraordinary background, which is one of the reasons why I thought it would be a great match for us. We started talking and, adding a dimension to our show. This segment is a lifestyle segment. So Lisa has a degree in psychology and physiology and exercise.
Yeah.
That's right.
She's analyzing us.
But she's also a life coach, and they both work together on doing that.
Yeah.
And Lisa has a show. What's the name of the show in the morning?
Well, I have a good morning workout show, 7 days a week, like at 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. Then we have a show called Best Version of You. That was up there on the screen, like talking about life, healthy lifestyle, positive mindset. We talk about divine love. You mentioned how we met.
I love how she pointed at you when she
We
said
were-
divine love.
We were astral traveling through the stars when we met, right, my love?
That's right. He was going too, but he was smoking out of a pipe.
I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my main thing.
Okay, we gotta take a commercial break.
Yeah, for the FCC.
Exactly.
Before they kick us off the air.
All right, so we'll be back momentarily. Let's go. Power Hour, baby. Yalla Bali God. And now you know. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Here, when are you partying? I'm like, I'm a DJ, I party all the time. She's like, no, it's just not working. I'm like, oh, you gotta wait another 20 minutes. I really wanted to grab Graves then. He said, we can watch it. My buddy's on it. He kills people, he gets paid. It's some bullshit. They said he's really nice. I don't think so. He's got blood all over him. He's got names of dead bodies all over his fucking skin, son of a bitch. He tripped on a dead body and almost broke a toenail, this fucking guy. I swear to God, it was Brick Dawson. I swear, he did trip on the Chihuahua. Look at him, he's like 300 pounds, a knife in the throat, this son of a bitch. Look at him. He owns a Chihuahua, half a fag.
I eat salmon on my pizza.
Yeah, he eats his salmon on his pizza. That ain't all he's gonna eat. Cell block C. Yay, yay.
Actually, that looks pretty good. Is it salmon with hot cheese? Are we coming back already?
No, I'm just fucking warming it up.
Yeah, exit strategy.
Yeah, right? Yeah, bro, no. Wait a minute, you live here, right? Wait a minute, you live here, right, bro? Yeah. Yo, he's gotta fucking come on the show. Yeah. No, let me be honest, bro. We can hang with this motherfucker. I love him. He's the guy. I swear to God, shut your mouth.
Ebree's Amphitheater in Jupiter, 750 South State Route A1A. Brought to you by Margaritaville at Sea, Sloman's 1-800-ALARM-ME, The Robes Law Group, The Jupiter Joe Money Show, online at jupiterjoe.com, and the True Oldies channel. For more information or VIP seating, visit trueoldiesfla.com. Follow Oldies Not social media. See what's happening in the community, have a laugh with some funny memes, and keep in touch with other good time oldies lovers. Facebook and Instagram at True Oldies FLA. That's at True Oldies FLA.
RD Promo is the premier source of unique and captivating promotional products. Whether you need gifts for trade shows, corporate giveaways, holidays, or something in between, RD Promo is committed to the best services and products for our clients. Our expert account representatives are committed to your satisfaction and are prepared to help you find the promotional bags, gift items, and products you need. Our compelling corporate gifts meet high-quality standards and are designed to work for every budget. RD Promo makes promoting your business affordable, efficient, and fun. We work with high-end clients, advertising, and marketing firms alike to craft successful marketing campaigns for brands. Small businesses, major corporations, and multinational Fortune 500 companies have trusted us for their promotional product needs. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at rdpromo.com.
The Hideaway of Palm Beach. Free food all night from our gourmet kitchen. Drink and dance specials all night. Exclusive private VIP rooms. Top shelf bottle specials. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Come meet our top-notch bartenders and servers. And of course, the most beautiful entertainers in Palm Beach. The Hideaway. Palm Beach's hidden gem. The secret is out. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Located at 1152 Old Okeechobee Road, West Palm Beach. Open 4 p.m. to 5 a.m. 7 days a week. The Hideaway of Palm Beach.
We are back. Back nothing but another day in the life of 6th Borough Power Hour, baby. I'll tell you that right now. And we do have our special guest with us in the studio right now. We have Lisa and Brian. And we're going to take it away right now. Denise, help me out.
Yeah. Well, welcome back, everyone. You are listening to the 6th Borough Power Hour. This is the part where we're doing our lifestyle portion after our celebrity guest that's been with us. And once again, we've had the pleasure of Bruce Busta Soscia that's been with us, who's now co-hosting with us for the remaining part of the show, who's just been absolutely hysterical and great ad-lib. We just love having him here. We want him to come back. So here we are with Lisa and Brian, and they're now going to be talking, hopefully coming back twice a month to talk about living a healthy lifestyle.
I don't know after tonight if they're going to come back.
I know. In the 6th Borough. We are a tough crowd, but, you know, we want to make sure that we deliver to our listeners and also to our viewers because, you know what, you can see us live. And how do we do that? You can go ahead to our website, www.powerupradiotv.com, and you can see us on there, or you can go to our YouTube channel, which is the 6th Borough Power Up Hour, and you can actually go ahead and call us. We want you to call us if you have a question.
Any questions for these guys, call us or leave a comment.
What number is that, Joe?
888-994-4995. Studio
A.
A.
Why did it look like Joe was reading an eye test or something?
It did look.
It was.
I was looking at the camera. I didn't see the numbers, and I was like, oh, no.
She has the numbers memorized. I don't even know my own number.
I'm good for something. So anyway, we want to go back to Lisa and Brian and talk a little bit more about a couple of things that we just want to touch upon. And I know, Lisa, you and I talked about doing something in particular as a program for me. So why don't you expand on that?
Okay, so we really
age
never,
at a hush.
yeah, we never talked age. I have no idea how old she is. And also, we didn't talk about how much you want to lose, which is very good because too many people are fixated on how much weight they want to lose. It's much better to just want to get healthier, more toned. And the older we get, and we were talking about the metabolism, it slows down a lot the older we get. So when you're talking about how much weight you lost, I'm sure that you had to exercise more, cut down your portions, and change your whole way of life. So with Denise, what I want you to do is eat more because you sent me everything that you were eating. And I said add more protein, eat 6 times a day instead of 3 or 4. And then exercise every day because you're really not exercising 6 days a week. So she has a great benefit because since you're not working out so much, the minute you start, your metabolism, metabolism will start going faster, and you have muscle memory. So you'll really kick it up a notch, and then you'll be doing great. And you'll lose probably about 8 pounds a month, and you're not going to focus on the number, and she's not going to weigh herself. You're going to get a tight pair of jeans and just go by that.
I always go by the clothes.
Yeah, because you lose inches. Muscle weighs more than fat.
Absolutely. I actually competed as a youngin', in bodybuilding and so on. So that muscle memory is a true concept.
For sure.
They say that you have mature muscle, and it does bounce back for sure. But I will say that
her muscles will be like, I remember.
I remember. Yeah.
Well, look at you. You're gorgeous.
Aw,
you already have
she's too
muscles
sweet.
everywhere.
Well,
You're just going to tweak it a little bit.
Yes, we got to tweak a little bit. Does every kind of exercise count?
Horizontal bop?
It does. You want to answer that?
Brian,
will
can
be
you
good.
answer that?
Yes,
Does every exercise count?
It's all about your biochemistry, right? Changing your energetic vibe, raising your energy. We're all just a state of energy, right? So, of course, all physical activity counts, absolutely. So.
Oh, everything? Oh,
everything.
Sex is
Come on,
great.
sex.
Yes, it
Now
works. Sex every day, 3 hours a day. You will burn a lot of calories.
3 hours a day.
That book I want.
That's why Brian and
That's
I
a lot
are
of
still
blue pills.
together.
Can you recommend anyone for this process?
3 hours, good
We have a
grief.
caller.
Sending
Do we have
over.
a
Do you have
caller?
any
Any
callers? Can
callers?
somebody come in? Come on.
3 hours, that's it?
If you need testosterone, we'll tell you where to go.
That's all right. We got you. Neil's Evans.
But it is true.
3 hours a month, maybe.
What about managing like stress? Because that plays into the overall sentiment of weight and you being productive physically and so on.
So when your cortisol levels go up and you don't sleep and you're stressed out all the time, you naturally gain weight because you're not sleeping and you're definitely stressed. So yes, you definitely will gain a lot of weight. So we just did a 4-day seminar with Tony Robbins, which talked a lot about that, right? You want to
stress and depression are the number one killers, right? So it's like I said, it's changing your energetic state, your vibe, and a lot of gratitude you practice, and it's self-healing basically.
mindset is
Changing
everything.
your mindset.
Sleep is very important because it re-energizes.
Sleep is totally
Yes.
important, absolutely.
I don't get a lot of that.
Me too. I have the lack of sleep. We have a caller, Zaria
Zaraya
on the line.
It's a candidate.
Hi, Zaraya.
Zaraya, you there?
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm here.
How you doing?
My question's for Lisa. I'm good, thank you.
Hi.
My question's for Lisa. What are some of the first steps you can take to get like a better relationship with food?
A better relationship with food? Okay, that's a beautiful question. First thing I'm going to tell you, which you're very much going to be surprised, journal. Get a journal and write down your feelings, your innermost feelings of why you're eating too much, why you're eating too less, why you have a problem with food, what
hungry.
happened.
What if they said, like, I'm hungry? But, if I may, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
but,
don't
but
worry.
in regards to that, because it could go either way. Let's say I was obese and I have a problem, but let's just say it's just she's a normal. How much do you weigh, sweetheart? Are you not allowed to ask that? I don't know.
Oh, no. How old are you? How tall are you? And how much do you weigh? Do you mind sharing that with us?
I'm 23. I am 5'2", and I think I'm like 230.
230, and you're size 2?
No, she's
25 years old.
No, I said
5'2".
5'2". I was like, okay, that didn't make
5'2".
sense. 5'2", and you weigh 230, you said. Okay, so definitely you have to journal first and foremost.
Right.
Anytime I train any of my clients, it's a mindset first. There's a reason why you became 230 pounds. So how much did you weigh a couple years ago? You said you were how old?
23.
23.
23. So when you were 18, 19, did you weigh 230 or less?
I weigh less.
Okay, so did something happen in your life that traumatized you to make you gain so much weight?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what it is. This is the common thread amongst people. we don't gain weight just because we gain weight. We're traumatized by something. COVID affected all of us. We were all eating and drinking too much. Or if you were abused or raped or molested or anything, so many things. I want you to do me a favor. Can she reach out to me and I can talk to her?
Yeah, actually, we're gonna have a link for you on PowerUpRadioTV.com.
Okay.
And she'll be able to reach out there and get direct access to you.
Yeah, because I specialize in psychology, and it's all about healing your mind, healing your body, healing your soul before you can lose the weight. It's not about going on a diet and eating good and exercising. That's not going to cut it. There's so much more to it. So reach out to me. I would love to help you.
Thank you so much for calling.
And then we want an update. So you have to reach out now.
Thank you so much for calling.
Hey, thank you for
Thank you.
being
Be well.
brave. Yes, thank
We
you
believe
so
in you.
much.
In regards, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go back to Denise, because if you're going to jump on that program with Denise, we all would like to know, and we also would like to possibly get like a timeline, or is that, how does it work in regards to, let's say Denise started next week? No, I meant like, you know.
Okay, I'll take it.
Is it like a 3-month
situation? Weekly updates?
Is it, yeah, what is it? I didn't know if it was like a 3-month situation.
Yeah, I think everything we do is pretty much 90 days.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, I mean, you can't rush things, right?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
But
I'm just saying, like,
typically
the process.
Typically 3 months to see the change, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
3 months, 12 weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
90 days to change a habit.
So I've been sleeping on my couch not because I'm in trouble or did anything wrong. It's just that it's been very stressful. I've just moved.
It took her 6 months to move next door.
Yeah, she lives 12 feet away. She lives 12 feet away from the prior.
True story.
She moved away so no ex-boyfriend show up. They'll never find me here.
That's a decoy.
It's exactly.
She's got a plastic wrap that goes in front of her car. It's a picture of another car.
6 months to move next door.
Don't mess with Denise. She's got the back.
Oh, Lord.
Did you say 90 days to change a habit?
Yes.
That's why you can't keep a girlfriend more than 90 days?
Right.
That's why.
I thought it was
Probably
20
why.
days.
Joe.
I thought it was 20 days.
They're gone, bro.
Joe, don't lie.
That
Nobody's gone
means
90
you need
days.
to see me too.
You can't get a second date.
90 minutes.
Hold on, but I actually have a question. A lot of times people tend their weight fluctuates, and a lot of it has to do with some types of depressions, right? Different types of depression and stress. And you talked about working out a lot, like 6 times a week. You said. Yeah. Now, when you're working out and you're getting fit and everything, when you're working out, your body's actually releasing certain chemicals that make you happy, that kind of help deal with depression, right? The endorphins, yes.
That's the word, endorphins.
I couldn't think. I was drawing a blank on it. I kept thinking, I know the word.
Small. He's in such a good mood. Look at him. Just look at the dumb look on his face.
Is that something that,
look, there he is.
like you were talking about, going ahead and telling the girl to journal? And so I'd imagine, would the next step be for her to start the workout? Would you say that journaling and then working out, what would be step 2?
Okay, depression, my love, take over. Because he has experience in depression and exercise and...
Well, listen, it's all in a balance, right? So it's not just saying you have to eat correctly. You have to exercise 6 times a week. You have to do all of these things together, right? You have to bring it all together. So they all tie together, mind, body, soul, right? And if you work on one thing, the other 2 are going to suffer. You have to tie it all together, and that's the only way that it's all going to package together, right? So...
Makes sense.
Now, here we are in the 6th Borough, right? And it's warm down here. I would imagine, the style or the decision of how you're going to work out, whether indoors or outdoors, when, where, how much water should you drink? I mean, compared to those that are coming in from the north, they are under their own restrictions. So give us a little bit of a take here in the 6th Borough and the lifestyle here, your thoughts around working out and maintaining a healthy lifestyle here in the warm weather.
That was definitely a new thing for me, absolutely. Coming from the Pacific Northwest, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I came down during the heat of the summer, right? And I was just sweating like...
Oh, yeah.
Why did I call?
You lose weight just as sweating
what
out
the hell
here.
am I doing here?
Is she really that hot?
And believe
I'll
me.
take that any day over snow.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So that is definitely...
Do you like it?
Do I like it? It's an interesting question.
Good thing she's smoking hot.
It's different.
Right now.
Wait, it's more about being smoking hot. It's about your heart and your soul. It's a soul, my love. It's a soul. We are soully connected. We're divine life partners. We met in the stars.
No, you were saying 6 days of workout, 6 days a week.
6 days a week.
Do something.
Yeah.
In other words, be active.
But no, I mean the environment absolutely affects you. You know, the humidity here is outrageous,
that's me
right?
at 335
But
pounds.
Yeah, look at Joe.
Wow,
So-
congratulations.
Look at all the weight he lost. Joe, turn around and show him the weight.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, he went to the movies and sat next to everybody, man.
I was the movie.
He was the guy in the plane you didn't want to sit next to.
I had to buy 2 seats.
2 seats.
Two seats.
Look at him.
Yeah.
Oh my
How
God.
did you fit that divider in between?
I had to buy 2 seats and move it up.
Wow.
I did. That's
He
true
drives
story.
a bus. Look at him.
But you know, if you're from Florida and you're used to the heat, you can work out outside and it's much better for your body.
Absolutely.
Hot yoga. People do hot yoga because they want to sweat. When your body is hot and you're not cold or you're not freezing, you're at a sustained body temperature, which you can burn more calories and fat. And just make sure to stay hydrated. Drink and drink. Not just water, but electrolytes. You have to have electrolytes in your water. So Gatorade or Emergency or something that replenishes you. If you stay hydrated, you can work out anywhere. He works out with me, HIIT workouts for like 90 minutes in the heat.
Ooh, wow.
Where his face is red, drenched in sweat. And I'm used to it, and you're not, and you're hanging pretty
He's like,
good
I want to go
'cause
back to
you're drinking
Oregon.
water.
I know, right?
Then we have 3 hours of sex on top of that, so everything's
Just on
great.
top of that, I'll be honest with you. Let me just tell you, if I may, just jumping into his
No wonder
skull,
this guy's
he's
always
like
smiling.
60 minutes in going, I can't wait, man. Another 30 minutes and I get to make love to her. This is ridiculous. Okay.
I know.
About enough of this.
I don't need the 90-minute workout anymore.
No way. He's like,
Oh,
honey,
boy.
I'm gonna rest the rest of it.
No, but on a serious note, for men and women who are watching this show, the more you work out, it raises your endorphins, your testosterone. Even a woman, I have more testosterone than most women because I work out a lot. I'm very attracted to him. I'm in love with him. So definitely work out more and your
Look at
sex
this.
life
He doesn't
will
do weddings.
improve.
I'm actually really not a radio host. I actually do weddings, so give me a call.
Nice,
We're
nice.
already married. We got our
Oh, you're already
tattoo
married? All
rings,
right,
yeah.
well, remember one thing, nothing lasts forever. What? I was a divorce attorney. You didn't know that? I'll tell you later. Ladies and gentlemen, this show, nothing lasts forever, honey. You never know. Give me a call, bro. All right?
One-stop
Come
shopping.
to South Florida, dude.
Oh,
okay?
gosh.
Half.
What did Freddie put in your cup? Freddie, what did you put in his cup?
He
He gave him a cup of funny.
So I want to say something with respect to women because our average audience is between 45 and 65. And, you know, there's changes that women go through. And there's one thing that I always did say, that if you don't use it, you lose it. So women need to contain and move forward. In my opinion, I've told my friends that if you're not going to keep your body busy, it will get lazy. And that goes not only just from a physical, but from a sexual standpoint, too.
Right.
It really
It's
is.
so funny because we were in the parking lot talking about the subject. Do you want to share? Do you want to share?
Then what happened? Save that part. Then what happened?
You read my mind.
Chit chatting about the weather. I don't care. Then what happened? I love him the best because he's saying everything that I'm saying out loud just with his face. He was like 90 minutes. Get me out of here.
That's not what I got. I got help me.
Trust me. As soon as we cut, he's gonna take your little scooter and ride off.
I'm holding on to a
Get her away from me. He's abducted. Look at him. He's a little sign.
Hey, it's not just women, right? It's men and women. So
Really?
absolutely, you know,
Men too?
Men,
If
when
you
they
don't
hit-
lose it, you lose it? You don't use it,
Absolutely.
you, what is it?
right?
If you don't use it, you lose it.
That's it.
I sold
Hey,
mine
by
on
the time a
eBay.
man hits
Hardly been
50,
used.
you're dropping 50% of your testosterone. You know,
When?
you- by the time you hit 50 as a man, you've lost half of your testosterone.
In the meantime, women's
horrible.
libido goes up.
Yeah.
You like to believe
Yeah.
that.
It goes up, but you have hormonal.
It's the whole hormonal imbalance, you know, and it's
menopause, middle pause.
It's the menopause, yeah, absolutely.
There's meno and mano. This is
Meno and mano.
Men go through theirs and women go through
Absolutely.
theirs as well.
I thought that was a midlife crisis.
Me too.
AKA menopause.
I have a convertible Maserati. I don't know where it came from, but it's in my driveway.
Yeah.
Exactly. There you go. Midlife crisis, kid. Look
That's
at
different. That's different.
I'm going to be 60 and I'm still on a midlife crisis.
No,
But
but
it's-
it's menopause.
It's very important about the hormones, you know.
Very important. And exercise, again, helps women and men with menopause and low testosterone. The more you work out, the better
more your
you feel.
testosterone goes up too, right?
Yeah, your testosterone goes up.
We
It
had a
does.
question for you, Lisa. What is your favorite unhealthy food? Somebody asked us.
Pizza.
Pizza. Okay.
Pizza and also
Andrew, it was pizza.
spinach artichoke dip with chips.
Right.
The salt, the salt, like, and red wine is my downfall. I just love wine.
I'm just about to ask you.
Red wine's good for you, though, isn't
Yeah.
it? Brian,
In moderation, right?
We're so excited about our segment. Everyone's got questions.
Well, okay, so
She
you
still
just-
drinks. She drinks.
I
didn't know.
drink red wine every night.
That's good for you that night,
It's
I heard.
good, but the thing is, a woman has a glass of red wine that's like this big, you know?
Yeah.
So we got to be really careful, everything in moderation. But I noticed that when I start drinking like 2 glasses every day during the week, I start feeling a little bit of fat spreading, and then I'll cut it out.
Really?
Like 30 days no drinking.
I
and
thought
then
you were
I'll
going to say after a few drinks he kept getting better looking.
Well, that happens
my
too,
grandma,
but hey.
my grandmother lived to 94 years old. God
Wow.
bless her.
God bless her.
She drank a small glass of red wine every night before she went to sleep.
Yeah, if it's small, like 5 ounces, you're
She
good.
drank a half a gallon with dinner.
I know an old guy, like this old mechanic, and he takes a shot of gasoline, and he's like 94 years old.
Are you
and he,
serious? All right,
wait,
and
yes.
he does
What-
drink
what-
the gasoline.
what I'm
Welcome
saying-
back to Puerto Rico. Look at this kid.
I always think about that because, you know, people talk about the...
I don't want to be around
Never
him when he
once
farts.
would I
I'm not saying they should do it. I'm just saying that this guy did it, and it was really bizarre.
Smoke this
And
guy.
here comes another fine from the FCC.
Just
And there it is.
There it is.
One up him. I got my buddy does
Kids drink
kerosene.
gasoline. It's good for you.
My buddy does shots of kerosene.
How do we go from wine to gasoline?
Wait, what were you going to say
That's the
about
Puerto
wine?
Rican.
The sulfate?
Yeah, it's the sulfates in the red wine.
Yeah, that is a very potent thing to deal with, the sulfates in the wine, which can cause the weight gain. It could the water retention, the headache the next morning.
Dehydration.
People can you can break out
Yeah.
from it. So, I
But
mean,
again, it's
but
everything
there
in
are
moderation,
organic
you know, you have
wines
to
that
balance
can get
everything.
too
Right.
that don't have that component.
Yeah.
They're going back to salmon on the pizza.
Yeah,
We should do a show with alcohol like we talked about.
Yeah.
Because there's so much alcohol that you can drink that has no sugar and low calories.
Give us some.
bring
Give
the girls.
us
So
some of
wait,
this.
it might kill your liver,
You
but
bring
you're
the
still going to
alcohol,
look
bring the
good.
girls.
What is the best
drinking
alcohol
contest.
to drink?
Hold on, every show I'm doing alcohol, so...
Tequila and vodka.
Yeah.
It's good
They have no calories
yeah.
and very little sugar.
I divorced tequila, but then again, I make up with it every once in a while.
Yeah.
What about good old Jack, huh?
Oh, Jack is good.
But it's the vodka is what you got to watch what you mix it with.
Well, the tequila
Well, yeah.
too. Here's
Yeah.
the thing: you got to have it on the rocks.
We're talking straight shots, yeah.
Yeah, or lime juice. But the minute you have a margarita, it's
You're
filled
killing
with
it.
sugar.
You're killing it, yeah.
So a mojito and all that stuff's really bad.
And if I may, how long have you looked like this?
Wow, thank you.
You do have a question.
Another
How
question.
you're going to be able to fix
No,
We have a
thank you.
question.
Thank you
We have
very
another
much.
question for
I've
you
been
guys.
this way my whole life. Thank
Yes,
you.
sweetheart, you look fabulous.
No, I've
We have
been
another
working
question
out
for you guys
forever.
from some-
Hold on, you got a question from the audience.
It says, were you both healthy eaters when you met, or did you guys have to help each other get healthy, eat healthier?
No.
No, I've always had the healthy lifestyle.
Well, we
both
met 3 years ago, and we were both into fitness, and COVID hit, and we were the oddballs who ate healthy and got fitter during COVID.
So you don't know what Oreo cookies taste like.
I do.
No.
I don't like them.
Don't like them.
Chips Ahoy are better
Not
anyway.
tempted at all.
No.
Like when you see Oreos, you're not like,
Actually, you know,
maybe
sweets are my downfall. I like
but not
sweets.
Oreos.
I like
Do you have
Oreos.
any?
You do like
I like
Oh my
Do you
God,
eat sweets?
he eats like
Yeah,
a freight train.
How do you moderate that? How do you do that?
I have a great metabolism, right? Right now, in my
That's
age,
just
my
not
body.
No,
My
he,
brother
but
Nick.
you're
I know,
working
I
out.
So how
but
much do you
it's
weigh?
working
And how
out,
old are you?
right?
He's got milk and cookies
If
on
you're
the
working out,
That's
what I'm saying. This
Nick,
guy's
my brother
not-
Nick's the same way.
He's
He can eat
Captain
anything,
Chips
he don't
Ahoy.
gain weight.
But if you work out hard,
What's your age and your weight, if I may?
I'm 53.
Okay.
215.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have the height. That's the advantage.
He's the epitome of
6'4".
the health chart.
Yeah, 6'4".
Yeah,
So,
6'4".
The doctor goes
6'4".
5
That's
stars.
great.
But let me tell you, he works out 6 days a week, and
that's
he
good. He
eats
looks
super
good.
healthy.
Wait, 90 days every 90 days, 90 minutes every day.
Wait a minute.
No, you know what? The older I have gotten, my workout lengths, the time has gone less.
Okay.
So
But we're doing more hit workouts.
we do. So I've switched it up to like modify, where I'm at in my life.
Workouts.
Yeah.
In my neighborhood, that means something else. I'm just
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm like,
Well, it could be one thing. It could be another.
who's digging the holes here? That's why they're in shape. They're bearing bodies.
High intensity interval training.
high intensity.
Just keep
Interval training.
Just keep that heart rate up, right?
Keep the heart rate up.
And you work out like 20 minutes.
20, 30 minutes. I'm
He's
good.
like already back. I'm like, what the hell?
That's
what'd
what I
you
do too. 30 minutes.
Joe just buys
Right?
Joe buys his shirts small. Like this guy right next to me, he buys a schmedium.
The schmedium.
I'm like, you going to the gym? He's like, no, I'm just gonna buy a 12-14, boys.
I know.
He's like, yeah, every time I wear it, everyone's like, Minga, you're working out? He's like, it's just a t-shirt.
But no, it's where you're at in your life, right? Yeah. We have a teenage son that goes to the gym for an hour and a half. He's gone. I'm like, what's he doing in there for that long? But I used to be that way too. So.
But
Well,
you
wrap it
used
up,
to
babe.
be that way. We have so much to talk about. You got to have us on more
yes.
often.
Yes,
Without
of course.
a doubt.
Yes.
I got so many more questions for you guys.
So we're going to be actually closing out. Thank you so much, Lisa and Brian, for being here. We want you
It's
back.
our pleasure.
And we'll talk more about being healthy in the
Thank
6th
you.
Borough.
Thank
You can find them on our website. Any questions or anything from them, look on our website and you can find them. Thank you.
All right, so check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for showing up tonight, the 6th Borough Power Hour. Thank you so much for our incredible guests. What an incredible night. Yalla Baligan. We'll see you guys next Friday. And now you know, 6th Borough, baby. Whoop, 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 whoop.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.